But you, in your time as a soldier and as a warrior, have met death and dealt it. So you see his intent to murder you here.
That sucked.
You've been snooping around my court. You can ask me whatever you want.
Perhaps another time, Your Highness.
And you all see, just sort of on all fours, sprinting out of like these sparse woods, Captain Hob.
The Prince Apollo of the Court of Wonder shot me twice in the back.
Apollo shot you?
Two times in the back.
Are you hurt? How are you feeling?
Oh,
You seem very casual after being shot.
well, the prince's aim, let's just say that he was relying much too much on the draw of the bow, and so the arrows were coming straight. He did not arc. If he had been a better archer, he would
How
have...
are you feeling? Are you hurt?
It does hurt.
I will just walk alongside Delloso de la Rue.
Multiple offers to join courts. Do you imagine that you will remain in the Court of Wonder?
As far as I'm concerned, I'm an orphan in the fairy world, which is not unfamiliar to me. All this talk about courts and belongings, I feel torn, to be honest with you. There was a part of me that wanted to dismantle all courts.
Well, that would be chaos.
Would it?
Well, where would orders come from if not from one's obligations to court and kin?
Well, I'm starting to realize something, that you and I are very different. I have done very brash things governed by my heart, while you have done things based on your court and your obligation.
I can see no alternative. Honor, responsibility. I became captain thanks to the actions I took on behalf of the Goblin Court, and I became major only this morning when I agreed once again to serve the Goblin King.
Well, I hope you find happiness in that. I really do. And I turn and walk away.
Cousin,
Yes.
I think Hob's been stabbed again.
I can lay my hands again.
Just hold me, just fucking hold me. Just fucking hold me.
That's not. I'm doing it, but it's bouncing back. I've had this before. What are you?
It's still stabbing me!
I will be escorting Lady Silmanar.
Yes.
My lady, it is an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I hope that in this evening, as in all the long days to come, I can forever be of service.
Thank you. Major.
Of course. I live in a bog. Where do you live?
In a very nice house overlooking a lake.
I see no reason that upon our wedding, you should not dwell in the home to which you are accustomed. If you are all right with me having some of my belongings moved to a small chamber or room.
And she actually like holds your arm a little tighter and is just giving you a reassuring pat. We can talk about all of that later.
Brides, husbands, spouses, all must find their first words to each other at some point, and I only wish to reassure you, I cannot imagine that every fairy princess or lady has dreamed of watching me approach. So I only meant to reassure.
I know I can't hear it because they're like walking up, but I definitely do. Do I clock the?
I will allow you
I'm
to overhear and have just a preternatural understanding of what's going on in this moment.
Absolutely.
Burn.
You can see everything between them. You can hear the like gentleness and practiced calm and care in her voice. And you can like see the little squeeze on his arm as she just sort of, this is hard and it doesn't have to be bad. I don't want to make anything more difficult for you, and I promise I am a good companion. Major.
To good companionship.
This is too much for me, and I
Yeah.
sort of excuse myself and just go where the beat doesn't reach.
Yeah, so that's where Binks likely is. Have you talked to Hob lately? He has deep feelings for you, Rue. If you care about him, you have to tell him because he doesn't know.
I did tell him. I wrote him a letter and he never responded. Binks, what you are doing is very kind.
I don't understand what you think I'm doing right now.
You are trying to make me happy.
No, I'm just telling you the truth.
Does he love me more than he loves his standing at the court? Does he love me more than appeasing the people that are superior than him? Does he love me more than he loves being major?
Yes. I'm sorry.
We're all just gonna be out here. You hear a voice that says, we found one more. A scrap of something. The best we could make out was whatever their reason for sabotaging the engagement. And then it is burnt away. And one last bit that says, they have always enjoyed the trust of the chorus.
They have always enjoyed the trust of the chorus.
That could only be one person. I'm sorry.
Delloso de la Rue?
They break eye contact with you and nod and look back at the stage.
I'm gonna look around for Rue. Delloso de la Rue. I just received a missive from the court of Sifum. Long have I been searching for the agent saboteur within the inner workings of the Court of Wonder that destroyed the marriage of the Prince Apollo to the Viscountess Grabalba.
Major Hob, I would like to excuse myself from this conversation. I think I've had enough.
I'm certain that you would like to excuse yourself, Delloso de la Rue. I have seen many cruelties in my time in Ferry, but none quite so cutting as to take a hapless, unsophisticated goblin and bamboozle his mind with distracting things such that the caper which he is attempting to solve eludes him. My court's honor was maligned.
What did I do to malign the court?
Our political future rested on the marriage of Grabalba to the Prince Apollo. And it was on its way to happening until the very final moment
I
when
can't have
you
this conversation
spoke
with
against
you.
it.
Not now. Understand that everything I have done was for love.
For love of your court, for love of your prince.
For love. Do you think Apollo loved Grabalba? Do you think Ruehob loved Apollo? It's sickening, the things people do for power. I couldn't allow it to happen.
So you admit it?
Yes, I ended the marriage. It had to be done.
So, you saw me tromping in a roughshod, muddy-booted oaf, and you thought, I'll make this idiot feel that there is something here that he might lose track and lose focus. You, more than anyone else, I thought would understand. You saw a figure that could have used a night of feeling that magic was real and that anything was possible. That was honor, wasn't it? That was service. I thought it service to the bloom itself, but now I understand it was service to the Court of Wonder, to keep me off my balance.
I love you. I love you intensely and fiercely. I love you in a way that I've never loved anything before in my life. I've professed all these things to you, and you did not reciprocate a response. You thought that was obligation? I did it because I cared for you. The moment we were together after the heart hunt, and when you grabbed my wrist, I pulled away because I didn't want you to know that I had claws. I had fur, that I was 7 feet tall and not a slender, beautiful elf. I shone myself because of you.
In this heavy moment, I need both of you to make a perception check. You hear a scrape of a hoof against stone, and you see off behind a pillar the silhouette of Wovey, standing by, watching and listening, but not intervening. But we're gonna cut away from that really quickly. Yeah. And move to Aunt Hera and Binks.